Hey college applicants, how's it going? Today we're going to talk about how to show interest in a school and deal with a specific question that a student brought to me that called for some innovative thinking and a perspective shift on his part that allowed him to turn something he saw as a negative into a positive. And I think it'll make more sense once we actually look at the question. He asks, well, first he says that my videos are very helpful and that they're making him much more competitive than all of his peers at his high school. And his question is that many colleges that I'd be interested in applying to are visiting my school during the school day. Unfortunately, I can't leave huge chunks of class multiple times a week due to tests and other factors. My question is, how should I let the colleges know that I'm interested in applying and didn't show up to their visits due to school commitments and not a lack of interest? I was thinking of sending an email to the admissions rep for my area. The email would explain that I couldn't attend their college's visit due to school factors and ask a question. What do you think I should write? Thanks so much for your time. Yada yada. So he's already assuming that he can't attend the college visits at his school because his GPA is important. So his doubt is rooted in something that's very legitimate. He's a junior. Your junior year, as I'm sure you all know, it's incredibly important to have an outstanding GPA. And he's trying to figure out what to tell his teachers and also what to tell his regional rep. He doesn't want to show a lack of interest. He doesn't want the admissions rep to feel like he blew them off. The answer is you should go to all the visits and you should tell your teachers that you're going to these visits at all these great schools. In his case, he's interested in Stanford, MIT. Those schools, they're showing an interest in me. I'm interested in those schools. I don't want to be disrespectful, but I have to miss a little bit of your class. What can I do outside of your class to make up for this? I just really appreciate it. He has to realize that the teacher, he doesn't want to be the teacher, let's say an English teacher. The English teacher, she doesn't want to be the person who's getting in the way of this student, the student who's going to MIT, acceptance and journey to MIT. They're going to allow you some flexibility. You're not going to end up with a C or a B because you missed a couple classes due to a college visit. They understand, and they don't want to be seen as unreasonable amongst the students, amongst the other teachers, so they're going to be reasonable. So then in that case, you don't really need to write some weird email to the regional rep because you're going to see that person in person at the visit when they're at your school. Now, writing them some strange email, I see how he reached that conclusion that now I have to write an email because I'm missing the college visit. Now it's a question of what I write to them. But in reality, the email, it's not going to really work. He's going to come off a little strange and probably too apologetic based on the tone here. So to avoid that entire issue, you go to the source of the concern, which is his GPA. You speak to the teacher. You get permission to skip class. Again, that teacher doesn't want to be the person who's being difficult with one of the top students in his year who's obviously looking at some outstanding schools, and he's a promising student. And showing interest, whenever a school visits, whenever a regional rep visits, the tone that you need to take, the attitude you need to take is this, that you're very excited at the prospect of attending that college. Asking questions like acceptance rate and how to maximize your application. You watch these videos, obviously there are tricks and tips that are going to increase your chances. There are strategies, there are processes you can follow, but asking about those and showing that you're knowledgeable of the admissions process is not necessarily going to win you any brownie points with the admissions officers who visited the school. You just need to be authentic and excited and informed before you attend the information session. Know a lot about the school, but restrain yourself from having to show all that off. Just be informed, excited, try to connect with whomever is visiting, and that's how you might benefit from a one-on-one visit, face-to-face visit with someone who could have an influence on your application when they look at it in a year. So that's it for now. Hopefully that video was helpful. The question was helpful. It's very common and just shows how innovative thinking can get you out of writing a potentially, maybe not destructive email, but just a strange email that might hurt you later on, a weird email apologizing for not going to see you when you visited my school. It's better to just see the person than write a strange email apologizing for not being there. Having never met the admissions rep, that would have been a little weird. So you dodged a bullet there, Shivam. Thanks everybody for watching. I'm David, and I'll talk to you soon.